Yo, sorry about that. I don't know what happened. It just kind of ended, and then we have to start all over again. But not all over again. But we'll just continue from where we left off previously. But okay, let me get things set up a little bit here. So the app crashed. I think that's what happened. Back on track. So I guess I'm gonna do is that there's gonna be a live stream 3 of today. The previous one just abruptly ended in about a 6-minute mark, and so that's gonna be ARP 6. I am 864B, and this is gonna be 864C. So this is gonna be the third live stream today. But continuing where we left off, we just finished the two kind of. Let me show you. In fact, right now, these two. Again from Machiavelli as well as Epictetus, and the pages, Stoic Reflections, and Daily Philosopher. All right, so and then we went on talking about what I need to get done today with in terms of relationships. So my business partner, I have to get in touch with that. But before that, I was talking about volunteering at the long-term care seniors home, and there's a new coordinator. I need to get in touch with her. In fact, she's a senior staff member that I already have been in touch with. And then I also have to call the client, one of the clients who has actually been kind of like a grandfather to me, and his family, and I see how his daughter's doing, especially in the pandemic. So all their whole entire family, just want to call him. Haven't spoken to him in about 6 weeks time, and that's insane for someone who's supposed to be on volunteer duty, which is me. Second thing I want to mention very briefly, very quickly, of course, is also that there's also a business partner I need to get in touch with. So a business partner in terms of that would be used on health sciences. And so, there's a lot of people to get back to, as well as another friend of mine who's supposed to have his birthday this month. I don't remember exactly when, but I'm pretty sure that I need to see him today. So I've got this friend I need to see for his birthday. I have to see. It's a colleague of mine, really, back then, an ex-colleague. And then I have a business partner, and I have the clients to call at the seniors center, as well as a coordinator at that same long-term care seniors home. So it's just a bunch of connections I need to get in touch with. And I of course had to do a little bit of apologizing and explaining about what happened, and then we had to move on and get the business stuff done with regards to KAW and the business. So it's a lot of stuff, and hopefully we can get that kind of stuff sorted out today. Okay, let's move on. I'm getting a little bit sidetracked because of that interruption. This live stream was supposed to focus heavily on phase 3. Phase 3 is what? It's the most active, engaging part of the stream. Let's stand up for a second. So this is region A8 and A9. This is region D1 and D4. D1 has a lot of garbage we need to cover today. A8 and A9, we have a little bit of kind of supplements that we need to restock, and then we have to talk about D4 and really clear this. I cannot wait for this any longer. All this stuff on the inside here in this bag, I need to get the fuck out of here. I really have to move this bread downstairs. And then in region H, we're gonna go downstairs in the stream in about 5 minutes time, and go downstairs to region H1 and H2. That would be the fridge, as well as a table where I have all the cooking ingredients. So we're going to try to cover all that kind of stuff and talk about 8 items that we need to get rid of from downstairs, and scan or start to use and then give away to either the landlords, the seniors, or give away to my domestic guardians or whatever, because I'm not going to use those items, and it has to do with some old supplements, some old stocks, so old ingredients like turmeric and stuff, and cinnamon. So let's just get started here, since we have so much physical activity to get through today, or material equipment as well. So this is okay, A8, A9. We have these two supplements here, Proflavanol C and Proglutamine. So both of these bottles here are fresh stock from C1, C2, moving it down here to A6, because these two bottles here at the end on the side here are almost empty. There's about three tablets left. So all I'm saying is that this needs to be restocked, and then these, when they're finished, I'm going to toss them once again as sample items into one of those boxes of health packs in C1, or just leave it back here. This is garbage. I just pulled off the plastic wrap, lower the volume now for a second here. I mentioned there's a lot of tissue papers here. There's a lot of disgusting shit. We're going to take 1, 2, 3 of these, as well as this hairpin clip that's broken, sharp. So I want to take all this stuff, move it over here, and shove it in here. That's region D1, and it's all garbage. So it's all garbage. speaking of D1, and once again, now we're done with A9. D1, we have a lot of trash. Let's take a look at the trash and we're gonna get rid of. So yesterday I managed to speak with my brother and I gave him the utensils as well as some dental floss and the balloons, the stuff that he didn't need, of course, with the black pepper. So I'm kind of vying for, I'm trying to think of whether or not I'll be using it, and I figured that probably I'll keep some of this and bring it over to work, and I'll be able to take this and, I'll bring it over to work and leave it there so that I can sort of season any sort of food I have for lunch. I'm just gonna stuff like that. But if not, honestly, let's take a look. Let's pull it out. Let's pull it out of this bag. At the very least, I can say that I can just keep it in this bag here. That's a lot smaller. And I can flatten this box and throw it for recycling. So it's all recyclables, it's all garbage right here, it's all trash, and that's that, and it fell down. That can piss me off a little bit here. Alright, so, and then we have also this class 2 item, paper towels from yesterday, eating out outside. Just want to say it's kind of symbolic of just emotional insecurities, and just shove it in there, get rid of it because it's impeding my life. We have this stuff here too, more recyclables. This is a marble cake, again, part of it I gave over to my guardian. So as that, we have some recyclables, a lot of recyclables, a lot of trash. I need to flatten all these boxes, take it out, all garbage in there, take it out. And we're gonna take this bag here, we're gonna leave this here. So this stuff that really we're gonna bring over to work and eat. There's like some stuff in there. Okay, so let's move to the side, region D4 now. That's all trash, recyclables, food that, you know, leave for work. Okay, D1, D4. I mean, this is D4 now. Okay, most importantly in D4, so we have taken back these sponge kind of like, I can't remember what, it's the ShamWow. These are the ShamWows of the 90s, you know. And this is a Tempo Petit, so German handkerchiefs. So we have, I just wanted to say that I misplaced them in B1 and in B1 and A8. In fact, they should be put to the ShamWows need to put inside here. There's blue crates with basically university materials that I have, utensils, cooking potware, you know, all that kind of stuff, bowls, kitchenware. So this needs to go under there, not up here, because this is all stuff that I'm using now. This is something that I'm going to be saving for the future when I move out. This, I finally found out where to put it, at least temporarily. I'm going to shove it into one of these drawers here, D1 and D2, most likely because this is a souvenir item for my my guardians. And now, although I've covered this, I want to mention very briefly that, oh, you know what, maybe I'll do something else. So put it out here in A7 at the very backdrop, probably in one of those crates, because it's mixed in with other stuff that I received from my guardians. That way I won't have to mix it up with stuff here that I haven't, the majority of stuff I haven't covered here. So I'll put it inside one of those crates over there. It's like a mooncake box, and that's kind of a mixture of all the class 2 items standing for domestic things that I received from my guardians that I have a lot of baggage over. Okay, so let's move back here. Now we can get rid of this bag completely, and then we can go downstairs. So in here we have these chopsticks that I tried to cover yesterday, I mean 2 days ago. We also have this knife here, this butter knife, I believe from university and stuff like that. And then we have so this is kind of stuff that is class 1 and class 4 in nature. So I can stick under here, meaning it's purchased from my own or gifts from other people that I actually respect, like friends, volunteers, and stuff like that. Stuff in the crate. Also, in addition to that, we can also say in here, there's also these spoons and utensils. Now, these are class 2 in nature, meaning guardians and so on and so forth. There's 2 spoons, 2 forks. I'm going to keep one of these spoons to put down there, as well as one of these forks. And this dates back about 2 decades at least, when I was only about 6 years old or something like that. The rest, so I'm going to keep these 2. Let's say these 2, as well as the knives and chopsticks, are going to stick underneath there, and that's it. That's what I'm going to keep. So I'm going to leave it here. Where should I put it? I'll leave it here for now, just for now. And then this stuff, these 2, I'm going to remove and give it back down to my garden. So this is stuff that I return. In addition to the stuff in here, all this garbage, you can see finally this bag is emptied after about 2 weeks of just kind of sitting around. I'm going to take this kind of paper towels and ear Q-tips and stuff like that. Again, more trash, the stuff inside there. It's done. Now this is going to go downstairs, so I'm going to leave it here with this prebiotic bread for a second and pick up the bag and say, this goddamn bag, I've been trying to get rid of it for a long time now. So Times bag right here, you can see it's a little bit disgusting on the inside, just like some sort of chocolate or stuff. It's like melted in, and it doesn't really matter. It's still a usable bag. I'm gonna return this to my guy, so I'm gonna leave the room right now very briefly. I'm gonna be a little more quiet now. So here's what I'm gonna do. Let's lower the volume. So we'll move this onto the side. This is the doorway on the outside. Move on to the side over here. I'll move it in here. So I'm gonna trash it right here. Most likely we'll just place it right here. It's a Times bag, and that's that. So okay. Now we'll probably tie it together, make it a little bit more neat and handy, but we'll do that off stream. So that's when the time comes, we'll clip it together. Now what we're gonna do, we're gonna go over here, and we're gonna bring the bread downstairs and clear all of the garbage that's on the table rack, on the shelf. So let's bring this bread, let's bring this fork and the spoon, let's go downstairs. We got about 3.5 minutes. Right now I can hear that the landlord's downstairs. I gotta say, I don't really give a fuck. We're gonna go do it. I got confidence now at least, so. Alright, so we're in the kitchen now. Alright, so this prebiotic bread right here, we're gonna stuff in the fridge. So this region H, I guess H2. We're just gonna do in chronological order here. So here's the bread on inside, here's the fridge. You see inside here there's a bunch of dipping sauces and stuff like that. So just stick it in here. That's that. Close it up. The only region of mine that this is my region is on this very top tiny little section, and I've designated only precisely this area because, once again, a lot of insecurities with that right now. I don't want to share anything with people who have really severely damaged me in life, and that's kind of something I really have to work over with, because that's not their problem, that's my problem. Okay, so next thing we have to do, also we gotta place these two over here for a second. You know what, move over to the stove top here, place it down here. We got this spoon, we got this fork, stuff we don't need, we need to wash, and then we gotta return it back in the gardens. Most importantly, right here, this is region H1 that I've been talking about for a while now. So you're gonna take a look at the big mess, right? There's a lot of stuff I want to cover, so let's kind of go through everything here, and then we're going to talk about the stuff we can get rid of. We only got about 2 minutes though. So we have this oatmeal here, bowl with, it's all ready for tomorrow. We got these plastic containers, instant oatmeal. We have this ground ginger, ground nutmeg, chia seeds, Joe's flax seeds. So these are all packages of stuff we use for making dinner for the workplace, with ground black pepper, cinnamon, and basil leaves. We also have ground cumin. And so there's all this kind of stuff, ingredients. You can see down here we also have these utensils, kind of like stainless steel and stuff like that. So there's all stuff that we keep. And then we also have the back here, glucerna bottles, as well as the oatmeal. And at the very back we have all the nutritional stuff like fiber, Usana Health Sciences. These are basically business products here. At the very back here we have glucerna once again. At the very, very back, against the wall, pins against the wall, are the stuff that we need to get rid of. So we have these 2 bottles here of Nugale Pharmaceuticals, vitamins and stuff like that. So omega-3 wild fish oils, as well as this osteocaltex, so basically magnesium and vitamin D supplement. So this stuff I need to get rid of. I have to scan this one, but this one's already been scanned, omega-3. I also want to mention next to it is the Centrum for Men, which is what I showed on the scan previous live stream. So this is all stuff I'm gonna get rid of it all. And then we have this kind of Rev 3, which I'm gonna keep. So we have, when it comes to Usana stuff, we're gonna keep all this stuff here, the fiber G and everything like that. Okay, so I'll leave it here for a second. It's all gonna fall apart. I got about 15 seconds left. So last thing I want to say I'll get rid of is this turmeric, ground turmeric. The cloves I will keep, ground turmeric got throw away, and the cinnamon, ground cinnamon throw away. Prune nectar, also gotta use that up, as well as use up this boost strawberry. So this kind of stuff on this end, I have to get rid of it and give it away. So I'm gonna end the live stream here, don't have enough time. I'll see you tomorrow morning. We'll see how things change. Paper towel, we're gonna keep that, but we'll see how things change tomorrow morning. Okay.